Hi buddy, Ben from X-Geeks, and welcome back to the Excavation of Hob's Barrow.
I have something for you.
You found them? Oh, you dear child. Let's take them straight to Albert. You'll come with me, won't you?
Of course, Mrs. Duplancy.
Oh, the rain's back. Oh, perfect aesthetic for this scene.
The things I miss most about him are the things that used to annoy me. The click of his jaw as he chewed his sandwiches, leaving his tools all around the house. The way he'd never back down from an argument. He's just quiet at home now. Silence. The funny thing is, that's what he always craved. Peace and quiet. He were a good man, our Albert.
Sounds like he was. I'm so sorry.
Do you fear death, pet?
It's the part in between that concerns me most.
Whatever do you mean?
My father had an accident many years ago. Ever since, he's been in a state where he can neither speak nor move.
Oh, that does sound dreadful. I'm sorry, pet.
I believe his mind to still be active, but perhaps this is the worst of all fates. To be trapped in one's own body and unable to express oneself while the world continues around you. That is what I fear.
Maybe he'll get better one day.
I'd do anything to make it so. Those flowers look beautiful.
They do. Albert will be smiling down on us. Pet, I left me basket inside the church. You'll find some Bakewell puddings in there. You can have them.
Oh, you...
I insist. You've brought an ounce of happiness into my day, dear. It's only just that I return some.
Thank you, Mrs. Duplancy.
To be truthful with you, I was saving them for myself. I shouldn't be so selfish. Lord forgive me.
You're nothing of the sort.
I'll stay here with Albert a bit longer. Lord be with you.
And you, Mrs. Duplancy.
Okay, simple acts of kindness go a long way. I hope the rain stays now for the rest of the game, because I liked it when it first started.
Here they are.
Just think it adds to the kind of the mood. Right, so we've got some Bakewell puddings. Right, I did notice on my map we have the Eastern Road. So, before I go any further, let's investigate here.
These flowers. Perhaps they had a queer effect on Mr. Ambrose's mind. Perhaps I could show them to Mildred Walker.
Cat drinking the milk.
The cart is beyond repair. Bakewell, 32 miles. Bewley really was in complete isolation before the railway line came in.
Okay, right, so let's just go to Mildred and just find out about this pink flower.
Good day. Do you recognise this flower?
Hellebore.
Hellebore.
In fact.
Is it known for any special properties?
Aye, many depending on who you ask. Some say it can be used in curses or incantations. They say it has the power to alter perception, opening a passage to the subconscious or another world.
Interesting.
So it causes one to hallucinate.
You could say so. I certainly wouldn't recommend eating it.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm sure at some point we're going to have to eat the flower. Right, so we've got the Bakewell puddings. And in the real world, I've got some Bakewell tarts waiting for me downstairs in my kitchen, because this game has actually given me the absolute craving for Bakewell, as I think I mentioned in the earlier, I think episode 2 I mentioned it. So let's go give them to the workers. Oh, but first...
The vision returns.
I come bearing gifts.
Freshly baked gifts?
Yes. 3 of Mrs. Duplancy's famous Bakewell puddings.
You are an amusing creature, Thomasina.
What do you mean?
You must think me a scoundrel of the highest order for asking you to undertake such folly. Of course I would have lent you my men either way. I merely desired an excuse to share a cake with you.
Lord Panswick,
I take no pleasure in watching you scurry about Bewley to fulfill my every whim. Or do I?
Gross.
I do not find this amusing in the slightest. You have no idea what I had to go through to get these for you.
Oh, I do. And that's what I admire about you. Tenacity. Even in the face of something you know to be absurd. You don't give up, do you?
Never. Though in this case, I ought to have.
Now then, will you share one of these tempting confections with me?
No, thank you.
You disappoint me. It would seem you don't find the rain quite as romantic as I do. Still, my word is my bond. Come with me to the chapel. I shall inform the chaps of their duties.
Thank you.
Chaps, listen up. You're to assist Miss Bateman's excavation tomorrow. What time, Miss Bateman?
Early morning, if you don't mind.
We'll be there whenever you need us, miss.
Hob's Barrow. On the Bryden estate, if I'm not mistaken.
We'll be there.
Take your tools with you. Miss Bateman will need every assistance we can provide her with.
Well, at least we're getting somewhere.
Splendid.
Thank you, lads.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll see you later, my dear.
Thank you, Lord Panswick.
We're finishing up here, miss. See you tomorrow morning, all right?
Certainly. I appreciate your help.
Ooh, it's got dark.
Well, that's a relief to have my crew assembled for tomorrow. It's getting dark and cold.
Back to the inn.
Time to head back to the plough and furrow.
Oh, yes, this is just the rain, the mist, the lights, just, oh, this is what I love about this game. And lots of other things as well, of course.
Evening, Miss Bateman.
Good evening, Stanley.
Oh, look who it is.
Stanley, my good man.
To what do we owe the pleasure of your visit, your lordship?
I've come to wish Miss Bateman good fortune for her grand excavation tomorrow. I'm really rather curious as to what she might turn up.
As am I, your lordship.
An exciting time for Bewley. Wouldn't you agree, Stanley?
Oh, yes, your lordship. Very, very exciting.
My dear, please, allow me the pleasure of buying you a drink. A welcome antidote to the wind's bite. Wouldn't you say, Stanley?
Yes, indeed, your lordship.
No thanks.
Miss Bateman, you're no fun.
I should keep a clear head for tomorrow.
Good thinking. In that case, I shall bid thee the
Yeah,
fondest of
on
farewells.
your bike, son.
May you
On
conquer
your
Hob's Barrow
bike.
and find all that you desire.
Thank you, your lordship.
I've reminded my chaps they're to meet you at Hob's Barrow in the morning.
Thank you again, Lord Panswick.
Till we meet again, faites des beaux rêves. Mr. Shoulder?
Your lordship?
Right, let's see what Leonard's got to say.
Hello again, Mr. Shoulder.
Miss Bateman?
I've recruited the help of some local labourers to help with the excavation.
Marvellous. When do we start?
Tomorrow morning, first thing.
Wonderful.
Can I count on your assistance?
Of course. I'll meet you here at the plough and furrow.
What else can you tell me about this Saxnot?
Try not to worry yourself too much with these old stories. Leave those to the locals, Miss Bateman.
Have others spoken of goblins appearing in their dreams?
A dream is a dream, that is all. They merely make for good stories.
I know.
We will speak more later.
Okay. Alright, let's see if Mr. Tillett's in. Oh god, he's drunk again.
Arthur.
I've remembered something.
What is it, Arthur?
Not here. Meet me outside, in the alley.
Yeah, well, I've got a knife, so if you try to be all pervy on me again.
He's stinking drunk. What is it?
First of all, I must apologise to you. That night we met, when I vanished.
Yes?
Well, there were a man in the loo. A hooded man. He threatened me with a beating if I told you anything about what I saw.
Oh, Arthur, that's terrible. What did you see?
That's the thing. I hadn't the foggiest idea what he were on about. It was a drink, you see. I'm an embarrassment, Thomasina.
No, you're not, Arthur.
Here's what I need to tell you. I've remembered what you were on about.
Oh?
Standing in the woods today, I knew there was something. I waited, I concentrated, and it finally came back to me.
Yes.
You're keeping me in some serious suspense here.
All right. It were a couple of days before I met you.
Ooh, flashback.
Hurry now, Leonard.
I'm not as quick as I used to be. This leg is getting worse by the day.
Yes. I'm constantly made aware of your failing health. Do not fear. You said he has promised you the reward of your returned strength.
Aye, and it can't come soon enough.
Are you sure that it must be her blood?
Aye, she's family.
And she gets here in 2 days?
Aye.
We must bring her to the site as soon as she arrives.
No. Your lordship, with all due respect, we've been through this. We need to ease her into the idea. She will laugh in our faces if we just asked for it.
Interesting.
He told me that she needs to give it willingly.
This little scheme of yours better work, Leonard.
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
You've got the perfect bait.
Wait. Who goes there? Did you hear something? Ah, a moonlight tryst. After something, are you, Mr. Tillett?
Your lordship, let me...
Save your words, you drunken wretch. Off you go, skedaddle. Don't make me ask twice. I do wish you wouldn't spend so much time with that fool. It's beneath a woman of your standard. It's sad, really. That dog urine they serve here has rather pickled the man's brain.
You're being most unfair to him. Mr. Tillett is a nice man.
Come now. I shall bid thee adieu once more, for I do not wish for this to come between us. All the very best wishes for your excavation tomorrow, my dear.
Thanks.
I wonder if we're going, if Mr. Shoulder's still there, or has he done a runner? Done a runner by the looks of it. Oh, looks like I've got another dream. Hello.
So, Thomasina, the journal proves I'm telling you the truth, does it not?
It does.
Good. Now listen. I can help him again. We can help him. Together.
How?
All those years ago, your father entered this barrow with the goal of binding me within it. All because the people of Bewley had gotten it into their heads that Saxon were the cause of their plight. I tell you, Thomasina, we're not. Your father botched his incantation, leaving me in this weakened state, stuck in this limbo. And as for him, well, you know how he ended up.
This doesn't sound right. Incantations. My father is a man of...
You don't know your father, Thomasina. How old were you? A child of not even 5, 6 years? You need to enter this barrow and undo what your father did. The spell must be undone. Then not only will I regain my strength, but your father will too.
I thought this was the way it was going to go.
Blood. The truest symbol of life and death. It's the life which flows within you, but it's also death once it escapes.
I don't understand.
Worry not how you'll undo what's been done. When the time comes, you'll know exactly what to do. Time is short, and your father and I grow weaker by the hour. Go, save your father.
Incantamentum, which was the original title of this game. So, yeah, I did have a inkling that the two fates between the Barrow and her father were linked.
I must undo what has been done.
Yeah.
I'm coming.
Herbert's spent the night with us.
Herbert, how did you get in here?
No, fair enough. I'll leave you to it.
It doesn't matter anymore. I've got much more important things to get on with.
Let's meet the treacherous Mr. Shoulder.
Ah, Miss Bateman.
Good morning.
Mr. Shoulder left a note for you.
Thank you, Stanley.
Meet me at home as soon as you've read this. There's no time to waste. Yeah, I'm
There
sure.
were a key with it too.
Miss Bateman, I beg you, in the name of God, leave this town.
What?
Father Roach, what is the meaning of this?
There's nought for you here, lass. Clear off.
I beg you, Miss Bateman.
Father Roche, Mr. Farnaby. Here to wish Miss Bateman good luck for her excavation, gentlemen.
Am I heck?
Mr. Kemp, you know...
An excavation strongly supported by Lord Panswick, no less.
I wish you well with your findings, Miss Bateman. May the Lord strengthen you and guard you from the evil one.
Very interesting.
Yeah, little children, guard yourselves from idols.
Good luck, Miss Bateman.
Thank you.
Okay, that was weird. Oh, doesn't look like we can skip, which means I assume there's going to be more people telling us lots of different things.
I must make haste to Mr.
Hello.
The poor thing is beyond help.
But I thought that was the way to get to the moors. Here we go. What are you doing?
Douglas?
See you, Guybrush.
It's just a toy. It's no use to me.
She's not returned. Small box.
What's this? A box. It's locked.
Well, we've got a key.
Mr. Shoulder, I got your note. Explain yourself. Curses. The key fits.
What's in the box?
Another
Aha.
of those peculiar stones.
Okay.
Wait, does this mean Mr. Shoulder was the third man in our father's excavation? There's a note underneath.
My heart is his heart, my light is his light. Like Saul became Paul, I'll be restored by the light. And we still can't skip. Interesting. Well, because I've been jumping around like so much, I've actually forgot how to get to the farm. Excavate Hob's Barrow. Okay. Do we need to say hello first?
Hello? Is anyone home? He's not answering.
Just check on the goat. Oh, well that's ominous.
Good morning, men. Thank you for braving the weather.
Aye, miss. Little rain is no bother. So, may we start?
Yes, we've not a moment to waste. And so, the excavation of Hob's Barrow began. Horace and his men learnt quickly and went about their work with care. We toiled for hours, rolling away great stones, removing mortar and masonry put in place by Father, Mr. Bryden and Mr. Shoulder. They had gone to great lengths to seal the barrow. I should have realized their efforts were not only to keep us out, but also to keep something contained within. Eventually, our careful application of pick, trowel and shovel gave way to open space. A stagnant, cadaverous odour was let forth. The seal was broken. I couldn't believe my eyes. Splendid work, all of you.
Step inside, miss. We'll be right behind you.
Thank you, Horace. I can't wait a moment longer.
Here we are, inside Hob's Barrow, finally.
Flowers? I can't get my head around this. How could they possibly grow here? Horace, come see this.
Horace?
Horace? Chaps? I've been abandoned. Fairly standard Bronze Age pottery. Smashed to high heaven, I'm afraid. Not worth making a note of. A burial urn, perhaps, though there's no sign of ashes. An unremarkable find. Try as I might, these flowers are steadfastly rooted.
Can we cut one?
Let's see if I can cut them away. Incredible. Something has been boarded up here. Iron stakes have been driven through the boards, holding them firmly in place. I feel uneasy about what might lie beneath, but what choice do I have?
Yep, trusty child coming to the rescue.
A passage! Father, I'm coming.
Oh, this is creepy. Oh, no, it's definitely creepy.
Curses. Am I out of paraffin? Thank goodness.
Oh hell, I hope there's no badges down here. Oh, listen to those drips and the echoes. Oh, there it goes again.
My lantern went out, for good this time. I had no choice but to venture forth into the darkness. With each step, the passage narrowed in every conceivable way, until I was on hand and knee, crawling through thick clumps of vegetation. The odour of that dank soil was somehow unnatural. I crawled for an age, until I emerged in a cavern that seemed lit by the very earth itself. What is this place? It's as solid as it looks. Perhaps I can chip away at the... Well, the chisel broke, but
Oh,
what
great.
have we here? 3 niches have been carved into the stone.
Okay, so can we just put these in? Doing it in the order we found them. Okay.
A click.
Oh god, right, okay. This is another puzzle.
Incredible.
Right, so there are... well, that's second symbol. There's P's there, but the second symbol. Wait, let's have a look at the... Okay, so I think obviously we're going to have to put in that. So let's just make a note of those. And then, right, so it is I, A, W, A, B, P, A, C, A, Z. Bingo. Okay.
Oh my. The light.
Oh, lordy.
Curses.
Curses indeed.
There's nothing Bronze Age about this. Roman? Ancient Greek? No, this is something else.
Right, I'm going to leave it here because even though I know we are so close, I've just got a feeling that this might be a little bit more to go. So I will promise I will get the final part out much sooner. There won't be a week gap between it. We'll get it out in the next couple of days of this being released. So thank you everybody for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see what's inside this temple in the next episode.